Happy hump day everyone, and welcome to Dromedairy. I just want to give you a little wrap up about what has been happening here in the last couple of days. You could obviously see with the shorts that we've put up, we have one what we call big hill paddock that has been cleared with all the hay bales, and we've got another paddock around there that we call small hill paddock that we still got to harvest with oats. And then we got, of course, some wheat, lupins and other crops in, and barley on a different block. But so that's sort of happening on a farming point of view. Milking, we've still got one camel to drop a baby, and then we're done with calving for this season. And I had a comment, someone asking about the feed of the camel. So I want to touch base on this, and I've got a lot of flies here. And Kearney is a young bull. Hey Kearney, will you stop for me? So I want to talk about the fifth foot on a camel. So basically when you talk about camels, they've got a lot of cool adaptations to why they can strive in hot, dry environments. And one of the coolest things, I reckon, is... Can you stand here for a second? Thank you. Yeah, they're all a bit restless. Is when you look here, it's what we call the fifth foot, and I'll angle the camera under the animal. See that? That's like callus. And it's when you look from the outside, it's here. It's sort of the lowest point, and when the camel sits down, or as we say, whooshing down, then they basically sit on that, and they're literally hovering on the hot sand, because you can imagine where they live, or here in Australia as well in the outback, the sand gets really, really hot. I mean, it gets as hot as 70 degrees, and you don't really want to fry your organs on that kind of temperature ground. So they've basically evolved to be able to sit on that pedestal. And I can actually... Kearney, want to show you elbow pads as well, please. See here, they've got on their other joints, and here on their knee, they've got callus as well. So basically, they fold themselves up and they sit on these pads. And what it does is two things. First of all, keeps the camels above the ground a couple of centimeters. So if there's a nice cooling breeze, the temperature can actually, the air can actually circulate around the animal and keep it cool. And at the same time, it is a protection, as I just said, because of the extreme ground temperature, to actually keep the camel safe. Because if they were to sit down, and you can imagine out in the desert, you've got a lot of rocks, gravel, sand, other harsh things, and because they constantly sit down as well to rest, you would really run the risk that they get even injuries because of the coarse material they're sitting on. And so that pedestal, or the fifth foot we call this, is basically protecting them from the heat, and it's protecting the animal from getting injuries. I hope that explains it. So now next time, if you in a group of people or whatever, and you want to be smart about how many feet does a camel have, of course the 4 they walk on, and then the fifth foot underneath. All right, thanks Kearney, and I hope the flies are not annoying you too much. Until next time. Hello boy. What are you doing there? Sniffing the ground, or are you trying to eat this? Hey, lift your head, mate, for a good, nice finishing photo. Thanks guys, and don't forget to give us a follow. See you then.